Chapter 16. A knock at the door. Paris. Later, the same day, Dr. Manet's lodgings. In the universal fear and distrust that darkened that time, all the usual harmless ways of life were changed. In the doctor's lodgings, as in many others, the things that were needed for daily life were purchased every evening in small quantities and at different small shops. For some months past, Miss Pross and Mr. Cruncher had done these tasks, one carrying the money, the other the basket. Every afternoon at about the time when the lamps in the street were lit, they went out and bought whatever was needed. This time arrived shortly after the triumphant return of Charles and Dr. Manet. "Now, Mr. Cruncher," said Miss Pross, whose eyes were red with happiness, "if you are ready, I am." They went out, leaving Lucy, her husband, her father, and the child by a bright fire. Mr. Lorry was expected back soon from the bank. All was calm and quiet, and Lucy was more at ease than she had been. "What is that?" she cried suddenly. "My dear," said her father, laying his hand on hers, "what a state you are in!" "I thought, father," said Lucy, excusing herself with a pale face and trembling voice, "that I heard strange feet upon the stairs." "My love, the staircase is as quiet as death." As he said these words, a loud knock was struck on the door. "Oh, father, father, what can this be? Hide Charles, save him." "My child," said the doctor, rising and laying his hand upon her shoulder, "I have saved him. What weakness is this, my dear? Let me go to the door." He took the lamp in his hand, crossed 2 rooms, and opened the door. 4 rough men in red caps, armed with swords and guns, pushed their way in. "Citizen Evermond, call Darnay," said the first. "Who wants him?" answered Darnay. "I want him. We want him. I know you, Evermond. I saw you before the judges today. You are again a prisoner of the Republic." The 4 surrounded him where he stood, with his wife and child holding tightly to him. "Tell me how and why I am again a prisoner. You will know tomorrow. You are to appear before the court tomorrow." Dr. Manet, who had so turned to stone that he stood with the lamp in his hand as if he were a statue made to hold it, moved after these words were spoken, put down the lamp and said to the man, "You know him. You have said, do you know me?" "Yes, I know you, citizen doctor." "We all know you, citizen doctor," said the other 3. He looked from one to another and said in a lower voice after a pause, "Will you answer his question to me then?" "How has this happened?" "Citizen doctor," said the first reluctantly, "he has been denounced by the district of Saint Antoine. This citizen," he continued, pointing out the second who had entered, "is from Saint Antoine." The citizen nodded his head and added, "He is accused by Saint Antoine." "Of what?" asked the doctor. "Citizen doctor," said the first with his former reluctance, "ask no more. If the Republic demands sacrifices from you, without doubt you as a good patriot will be happy to make them. Evermond, we are in a hurry." "One word," the doctor begged. "Will you tell me who denounced him?" "It's against the rules," answered the man, "but you can ask this man from Saint Antoine here." The doctor turned his eyes to the man, who moved uneasily on his feet, rubbed his beard a little, and at length said, "Well, truly, it is against the rules, but he is denounced, and gravely, by the citizen and citizeness Duvarge, and by one other." "Which other? Do you ask, citizen doctor?" Yes, then, said he of Saint Antoine, with a strange look, you will be answered tomorrow. Now I am silent.